Good morning to all. So welcome this subject on design of machine elements. Today we are going to give the introductive lecture on preferred numbers and fits and tolerance also. That is the lecture number 2. Now, before starting this particular course, let me tell you a few words. That is, the subject is primarily on the elementary 5 units on the design. And for this course is only you can say the ideas what you have already gathered from the basic course on the strength of materials and the engineering mechanics, the knowledge of this course, what you have already covered. I suppose you will enough to follow this topic. Hey, once again, I welcome you to this subject. Let us proceed for the lecture number 2, preferred numbers. Firstly, what we understand the preferred number and what we are going to do the preferred number or what will the objective to take the preferred number and what is the usage of fit and tolerances. So first, I put one slide for preferred numbers. Okay, okay. First of all, we have to understand what is mean by the preferred numbers in engine design. A design product needs standardization. It means that some of its important specified parameters should be common in future. For example, the sizes of the inputs available in the market have standard sizes. A manufacturer does not produce icons of sizes of his. He follows a defined pattern, and for that matter, designer can choose the dimensions from those standard available sizes. Motor speed, engine power of a tractor, machine tool speed and feed all follow definite pattern or series. This also helps in interchangeability of products. It has been observed that if the sizes are put in the form of geometric progression, then wide ranges are covered with a definite sequence. These numbers are called preferred numbers having common ratio. So the fifth root of 10th, the value of fifth root of 10 equal to 1.58 and 10th root of 10 equal to 1.26 and 20th root of 10 equal to 1.12 and 40th root of 10 equal to 1.06. Depending on the common ratio for the basic series are formed. These are R5 and R10 and R20 and R40. These are named as Renault series. Many other derived series are found by multiplying or dividing the basic series by 10 and 100. So these are the common things for preferred numbers while designing the machine components. So next we have to see the fit and tolerances. I will show the slide. This is the common diagram for fits. So first we have to understand what is mean by fits and also why using this for the designing. So commonly fits means when two parts are to be assembled, the relation resulting from the difference between their sizes before assembly is called a fit. The fit is signifies the range of tightness or looseness which may result from the application of a specific combination of allowances and tolerance in the design matic part. So this is the definition for fits. So the common definition for limits and tolerance is the two extreme permissible sizes of a part between which the actual size is contained are called limits. The relationship existing between two parts which are to be assembled with respect to the difference on their sizes before assembly is called a fit. So tolerance is defined as the total permissible variation of a size. It is the difference between maximum limit and minimum limit of size. This is the definition of the limits and tolerance. So there are types of fits are there, namely, first one is clearance fit, the second one is transition fit, the third one is interference fit. So there are three general types of fit between the mating pods. That's also types of fits. First one is clearance fit. A clearance fit is one having limits of size. So prescribed that a clearance always results when mating pods are assembled. This is the clearance fit. Clearance fit is a fit is one having limit of size, so prescribed that a clearance always results when mating pods are assembled. So second one is interference fit. An interference fit is one having limits of size, so prescribed that an interference always results when mating pads are assembled. Transition fit. Transition fit is a fit is one having limits of size, so prescribed that either a clearance or interference may always result when mating pods are assembled. So there are lot of terminologies are there in fits and tolerance. The important terms are basic size and actual size, maximum limit of size, maximum minimum limit of size, allowances, deviations and actual deviation, upper deviation, lower deviation, and zero line, tolerance zone, fundamental deviation. These are the basic terminology of fit and tolerance. I put another slide. Okay, so this is the diagram for fit and tolerances. So the terminology of the terminology used in fit and tolerances. Okay, the important terms are given to the diagram. So first one is basic size. So what is mean by basic size? What is mean by basic size? So it is the exact horizontal size arrived at by design. It is also called a nominal size. So basic size is the exact theoretical size arrived at by design. It is also called nominal size. Next one is actual size. What is meant by the actual size? The size of a part as may be found by measurement. This is the actual size. So next to the terminology is maximum limit of size. What is meant by maximum limit of size? The greater of two limits of size is called a maximum limit of size. In other hand, minimum limit of size. What is meant by minimum limit of size? The smaller of the two limits of size is called a minimum limit of size. So allowances. Next terminology name is allowances. Allowance means it is an intentional difference between maximum material limits of matting parts. It is a minimum clearance or maximum interference between matting parts. So next one is deviation. What is meant by deviation? The algebraic difference between the size, which means actual and maximum, etc. And the corresponding basic size is called deviation. So there are two deviations are there. First one is actual deviation and another one is upper deviation. Actual deviation, the algebraic difference between the actual size and the corresponding basic size. Upper deviation means the algebraic difference between the maximum limit of size and the corresponding basic size. So lower deviation. Lower deviation means the algebraic difference between the minimum limit of size and the corresponding basic size. So next one is zero line. It is the line of zero deviation and represents the basic size. Tolerance zone. Next one is tolerance zone. What is meant by tolerance and tolerance zone? It is a zone bounded by the two limits of size of the parts and defined by its magnitude, which is meant by tolerance and by its position in relation to the zero line. Next one, fundamental deviation for the tolerance. That one of the two deviation which is conveniently chosen to define the position of the tolerance zone in relation to zero line. So there are lot of terminologies are there in tolerance zone. The first one is basic shaft. A shaft whose upper deviation is zero, that is called basic shaft. Next one is basic hole. A hole whose lower deviation of zero is called basic hole. So next one, clearance. Clearance means it is the positive difference between the hole size and the shaft size. Maximum clearance, the positive difference between the maximum size of a hole and the minimum size of a shaft. That is called maximum clearance. Then what is minimum clearance? The positive difference between the minimum size of a hole and the maximum size of the shaft is called minimum clearance. So tolerance are classified as standard tolerance and normal tolerance. So what is mean by standard tolerance? The standard tolerance for various grades are given in the design data book. Okay, the some tolerance grades are given in various manufacturing process. For example, 16 tolerance grade. It given some component. What is mean by 16? It means it it is used for manufacturing process that can produce sand casting and flame cutting. For example, 15 tolerance grade means it is a manufacturing process that can produce stamping. 14 is the tolerance grade of manufacturing process that can produce die casting or molding or rubber molding. So 13 number mentioned the tolerance grade means manufacturing process that can produce press work, tube rolling. Tolerance grade 12 mentioned that, which means manufacturing process that can produce light pressure and tube drying. So 11 for manufacturing process that can produce drilling, rough turning, boring, precision tube drying. 10 mentioned that the 10 tolerance grade mentioned it's a manufacturing process that can produce milling, slotting, planing, metal rolling or extrusion. Tolerance grade 9 mentioned that it is a application of capstan or automatic boring. 8. The number mentioned in tolerance grade is a manufacturing process that can produce center lathe turning and boring, reaming, capstan or automatic in good condition. So the number 7 is a manufacturing process that can produce high quality turning, broaching and boring. Number 6, tolerance grade mentioned that it is the manufacturing process of grinding or fine honing. Tolerance zone 5 mentioned that it is the manufacturing process of machine lapping, diamond or fine boring, fine grinding. So these are the application of tolerance and fits. So next, a important topic of machine design, which means hole basis and shaft basis for fit. So there are two basis system. One is hole basis system. The another one is shaft basis system, as shown in figure. So what is mean by hole basis system? In the system, the different clearances and interferences are obtained in associating various shaft with a single hole, whose lower deviation is zero. Then, what is meant by shaft basis system? In the system, the different clearances and interferences are obtained in associating various holes with a single shaft, whose upper deviation is zero. So next we go for selection of fit. How to we select the selection of fit? Hole basis system is the most commonly used system because due to the fixed character of hole production tools, it is difficult to produce holes with odd sizes. Commonly used types of fits are given. So the types of fit, the types of fit means clearance fit, and the application of fit is a loose running fit used for plumber block bearings, loose pulleys, etc. So the number E7 and E8 and E8 to E9, the number mentioned is a fit. The application is easy running fit used for properly lubricated bearings, finger grades are used for heavily loaded bearings of turbo generators, electric motors, etc. So next, dimensioning of tolerances and rules. Some basic dimensioning and rules are considered while designing. So the first rule is the upper deviation should be written above the lower deviation value irrespective of whether it is a shaft or hole. So the first rule is the upper deviation should be written above the lower deviation value irrespective of whether it is a shaft or a hole. The second rule is both deviations are expressed to the same number of decimal places except in the cases where the deviation in one direction is nil. The third rule is tolerances should be applied either to individual dimensions or by a general note assigning uniform or graded tolerance. Rule number four is the use of general tolerance not greatly simplifies the drawing and saves much labor in its preparation. Under drawing, the limits on a dimension can be specified in two ways. First one is unilateral tolerance, and the second one is bilateral tolerance. So, what is meant by unilateral tolerance? In unilateral tolerance system, the variation in size is permitted in one direction only. Then what is meant by bilateral tolerance? The bilateral tolerance system, the variation in size is permitted both directions. So these are the important things of limits, fits and tolerance while designing. So next topic is limit gauges. There are two types of limit gauges are used in designing. Two sets of limit gauges are necessary for checking the size of various parts. There are two gauges. First one is go limit gauges and not go limit gauges. There are two gauges are there. So what's mean by go gauge or not go gauge? Go gauge means the go limit applied to that of the two limits of size correspond to the maximum material condition, which means an upper limit of a shaft and the lower limit of a hole. This is checked by the go gauge. Okay, what is meant by go gauge? The go limit applied to that of the two limits of size correspond to the maximum material condition. First one is an upper limit of the shaft and the second one is the lower limit of a hole. This is checked by a go gauge. Second one, not go limit. Not go limit or not go gauge. The not go limit applied to that of the two limits of size correspond to the minimum material condition, which means lower limit of a shaft and the upper limit of a hole. This is checked by the not go gauge, not go gauge or no go gauge. Okay, so there are some symbols are used in the tolerances, tolerances or machining. During the manufacture of a machine, some surfaces of a component are to be machined, which are required to be indicated in the drawing. This will enable the pattern maker to provide machining allowance on that surface. Similarly, the grade of surface finish is required to be indicated on the surface to enable the machinist to carry out the job accordingly. Thus, on production drawing it is necessary to indicate the surfaces to be machined or finished by certain specific symbols. The machining symbol is indicated to the left of the system. The value of allowance is expressed in mm. So the basic symbol for use for indication of surface roughness consists of two legs of unequal length inclined at 600 to the line representing the surface under consideration. It may only be used alone when the meaning is expressed by a note. So today we had discussed preferred numbers, fits and tolerance, etc. So the name of preferred numbers and fit and also tolerance. Finally, finally we understand what we understand. We understand the preferred numbers in machine design and what is mean by fit and how fit is used for designing purpose or assembly purpose and what is the tolerance and what is the importance of tolerance, why design is not applicable without tolerance. So all things are considered while designing. So next class we will learn about the next topic, stress and strain curves. Okay, thank you very much.